Hi guys, welcome to Wiki Tutor. In this video, we are going to talk about strangest animals in the desert. Deserts are full of oddball animals. Here are 15 of the strangest. Deserts are not easy places to call home. Broiling in the day, frigid at night, and lacking ample water, these landscapes test their inhabitants. The creatures that call deserts home have adaptations to help them survive and thrive in these harsh conditions. Many of these creatures never need to drink and have skin or scales that enable them to hold with little water they require. Some have evolved to move and be active solely at night to avoid the punishing sun. Here are 15 of the strangest animals found in deserts around the world. But before starting the video, please subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon to receive every upload. So let's start the video. Number 1. Fennec fox. Desert animals don't get much cuter than fennec foxes. These tiny canoids are smaller than domestic cats, measuring 14 to 16 inches long, not including their tails, but they sport enormous ears that can grow to be 4 to 6 inches long. These ears help the foxes shed heat and listen for prey under the sand. When the foxes catch the sound of rodents, insects, or other small animals they predate, they use all four paws to dig out their quarry in the shower of sand. Fennec foxes are well adapted for life in Africa and Arabian desert. Their pale fur camouflages them against the sand. It also grows on the bottoms of their feet to give them traction while running in the sand and protects their feet from the hot desert surface. When air temperature rises, the foxes can pant up to 690 times per minute to cool down. Fennec foxes also dig elaborate burrows to escape the sun in the hottest part of the day. Next animal is desert long-eared bat. Once dubbed the hardest bat in the world, the desert long-eared bat is found in North Africa and the Middle East. What earned this bat species that nickname? Well, its main diet is scorpions. Desert long-eared bat hunts scorpions by falling onto them out of the sky and wrestling the venomous arachnids into submission. The bats are unbothered by multiple scorpion stings they often receive in the process. Desert long-eared bat can switch the setting on their sonar using one type of echolocation to seek out ground-dwelling prey like scorpions and another type to hunt down flying insects. Next strangest animal is desert ironclad beetle. The desert ironclad beetle is a tank of an insect. Its powder blue color comes from a waxy coating that helps the beetle retain moisture in the dry Saharan desert. The bumps on the beetle's shell give it an armored appearance that is even tougher than it looks. The ironclad beetle subfamily is known for its ultra-strong exoskeleton. It's so strong These beetles can shrug off being stepped on by a human. Desert's ironclad beetle are also known as death-feigning beetles for their defensive behavior in the face of threats. When alarmed, the beetles roll over and play dead. They eat plants and decaying organic matter, and like many desert denizens, rarely if ever need to drink. Desert pupfish. Fish in the desert. Desert pupfish are small silvery fish that can survive remarkably well in parched conditions. Pupfish have evolved to thrive in water that flow through arid regions. They are found in California's Salton Sea and its tributaries and in waterways along Lower Colorado River in Mexico. These fish require a high degree of resiliency to survive in a desert's meager or brackish water sources. Special adaptations enable pupfish to survive despite conditions that would be deadly for most fish. Pupfish can live in water ranging from fresh to 70 parts per thousand salt. They can live in water as cold as 40 degrees Fahrenheit and as hot as 108 degrees Fahrenheit. They can even live in water as poorly oxygenated as 0.1 parts per million oxygen. Despite their toughness, desert pupfish are endangered in California, threatened by the introduction of non-native species and habitat loss. Elf owl. Adorable elf owls are only the size of a sparrow, making them the world's smallest raptors found in the southwestern United States and Mexico. These owls make their nests in old woodpeckers' holes, in large saguaro cactuses, or in trees. They avoid the desert heat during the day and instead use their incredible eyesight and hearing to hunt at night, pouncing on prey such as scorpions, insects, and centipedes. Hairy desert scorpion. Among the many scorpion species that call deserts home, the hairy desert scorpion is a standout. These scorpions can measure between 4 and 7 inches long. This length making them North America's largest scorpion. Though they are a drab olive green color, hairy desert scorpions flourish under ultraviolet light. No one knows exactly why scorpions flourish, but the best way to find these shade nocturnal predators is to take ultraviolet light into the desert on a summer night, when they tend to be most active. Hairy desert scorpions are found in North America's Saharan and Mojave deserts, as well as Nevada and Utah. The next one is Harris's hawk. Harris's hawks are oddities in the falcon world. These impressive red-winged raptors sometimes hunt in packs, working together to pursue their prey around bushes, thickets, and saguaro cactuses of Arizona's Saharan deserts. The birds eat lizards, other birds, and small desert mammals such as kangaroo, rats, and ground squirrels. When they catch large prey, they will share the meat with their fellow hunters according to the conservation non-profit Audubon. Pink cockatoo. Colorful birds are often found in lush tropical rainforests and are scarce in the arid region. Except if that region happens to be in Australia's interior. One of the continent's most beloved bird species is the pink cockatoo, which ekes out an existence in the semi-arid and arid Australian outback. Identifiable by its showy orange and yellow crest and its bluish shaded body, the pink cockatoo is divided into two subspecies, one found in western central Australia and other in the east. These pretty birds live off seeds and insects. These iconic Australian birds have a variety of names and nicknames. They are also known as Major Mitchell's cockatoos as well as Leadbeater's cockatoos, desert cockatoos, cochlearians, cockalots, and adorably wee jugglers. Saharan silver ant. Saharan silver ants get their name from their silky, silvery coats. Yes, these ants have hair. Unlike most desert animals, Saharan silver ants forage in the middle of the day when the Sahara can reach temperatures of up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. This strategy helps them avoid predators but requires them to cool themselves very efficiently. 2015 study in the journal Science found that the ants' silver hair are shaped to help them reflect or radiate both sunlight and heat across the electromagnetic spectrum, keeping the insect cool. Next strangest desert animal is sand cat. A softer, fuzzier desert denizen is the desert sand cat. It is the only cat species that makes its home in true desert environments. Desert sand cats are found in the Sahara Desert, the Arabian Peninsula, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan. Though they look remarkably similar to fluffy domestic kittens, sand cats are elusive and rarely seen by people. They are secretive and difficult to track. Researchers who tried to observe these animals in the wild found that the cats' fur-lined paws left no tracks, and their light-colored coats made them challenging to spot. What's more, the cat crouched low and closed their eyes against searchlights at night, hiding their reflective retinas. Sand cats are stealthy hunters and are able to kill snakes as well as desert rodents and lizards. Screaming hairy armadillos. Perhaps less cute than fennec foxes, but no less well adapted to their desert environment, are screaming hairy armadillos. These armadillos really do scream. When threatened, they make a terrible cry that sounds similar to the wails of a newborn human baby. These screams are designed to startle predators or to attract other predators to the scene, perhaps distracting an attacker and enabling the armadillo to get away. Screaming hairy armadillos are small, weighing only 1.9 pounds. They live in the Mount Desert of Argentina, Bolivia, and Paraguay, preferring spots with loose, sandy soil where they can dig burrows. The armadillos rarely need to drink. Their kidneys are highly efficient and they get most of the water they need from the plants they eat. It's a waste not. Want not environment in the desert. So screaming hairy armadillos are opportunistic eaters. They also consume insects and small animals such as lizards and rodents. Sidewinders. Perhaps nothing screams desert like the image of a sidewinder rattlesnake undulating over a sand dune, leaving behind bizarre curved tracks. Sidewinders can slither at speed of up to 18 meters per hour using their strange sideways crawl, even across loose sand. Sidewinders are ambush hunters. They bury themselves in sand, leaving only their eyes peeking upward. When a lizard happens by, they snap forward and spring the trap. These snakes strike in a blink of an eye, injecting venom that attacks both the blood and the nervous system of unwary prey. Sidewinders are found in the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexico. They can be recognized by the protruding horn-like structures shading their eyes, which may keep sand from obscuring their vision. Tarantula hawk. Tarantula hawks are not birds. They are a group of predatory wasps that prey on, you guessed it, tarantulas. These wasps are found around the world, but several species that dwell in the United States live in the desert. Southwest PUPFISH sisby, for example, is a species of tarantula hawk that lives at the Grand Canyon. Wasps of this species have bright orange wings and can grow up to 2 inches long. What really makes these wasps unique, though, is their habit of using tarantulas as living food for their larvae. Mother tarantulas hawks paralyze tarantulas with their venom, carry them back to their nests and seal them in, laying their eggs in the spiders' abdomens. As the larvae grow, they feed on the paralyzed tarantulas, saving the vital organs for last. Thorny devil. No list of weird desert animals would be completed without a nod to lizard kind, and no nod to lizard kind would be completed without mentioning the thorny devil, the sole species in the genus Moloch, named for an ancient sacrifice demanding god worshipped by the Canaanites and mentioning in the Hebrew Bible. Thorny devils are only found in Australia. They grow to be just over 8 inches long from nose to tail and are covered with sharp spines that serve as a defense against predators. Thorny devils also have 2 heads really. One is a false head, a protuberance that sit on top of the devil's neck. When threatened, a thorny devil will lower its real head, presenting the false head as a decoy. Thorny devils also have a distinctive jerky walk that may confuse predators. As intimidating as thorny devils may look, they are really only a danger to ants, which they lap up by the thousands with their sticky tongues. These desert denizens drink through their skin, collecting dew and moisture from sand with tiny channels between their scales. These straw-like channels, which direct the precious drop to the lizard's mouth, are just one example of the creative hydration mechanisms that keep animals alive in the driest place on earth. The last strangest desert animal is greater bilby. Looking a bit like a cross between a shrew and a bunny. Greater bilbies are found in deserts and grasslands in Australia. These cute creatures are about the size of a house cat. They spend their days in tunnels that they dig out of the dry Australian soil, and they spend their nights foraging for food such as termites, tubers, and grubs. Like many desert animals, bilbies get all the moisture they need from their food. So friends, I'm sure you liked the video. Stay tuned for more amazing content. See you guys in another exciting video. Thank you so much.